Happy New Year's Eve, everybody. Welcome back to OBERES GLANTAL. I am Farmer Min. Feeling a little perplexed. Feeling a little irritated with the farm at the moment. I am here continuing the corn planting on this field. We're almost done. Just got this little corner here left to do. Nat is just wrapping up the plowing over there, and that'll be good to go. And then we're going to head over to field 20, what is it? Field 20. Yep, 20, down by the farm. That's where we had the sugar beets. We'll get that done. But I am irritated. I am irritated to say the least, and hence the title, New Year Rant. I have been planting the corn here, and I did have time set at 5. And as I am planting, you can see the first part already, you know, a few hours later, has grown up with corn, and the second half has grown up with weeds. And this is something that has irritated the heck out of me since it came out, and I thought that it was going to be fixed in that update, but apparently it still sucks. I mean, it's irritating that in this time span of, well, a couple hours here, as I am planting, the corn is growing, and the weeds have grown up here already. So I'm thinking about, let's see, what do I have? I know I have weeds on, yes, and I've got plant growth at normal. So I know I've talked about this in other locations, but maybe switching that up a little bit, because it's just driving me nuts. And in general, I think FS19 is kind of driving me nuts, and I'm getting irritated, and I'm getting more and more irritated with it as the time goes on. And I'm not much of a rant kind of guy, you know, when it comes to a video like this. But I've done a rant or two on a live stream, but that's a different story. That's when everybody's talking and we're having a good time and telling stories. But this is starting to really irritate me, and I'm getting a little disturbed, to say it lightly, by this whole concept. Which kind of makes you think then into the bigger picture. The bigger picture of the transition between FS19 and FS17. And I think when FS19 first came out, people were mad. I mean, there was an uproar. People were rioting in the streets, crying out loud. And I thought, hey, take a deep breath, relax. You know, it's a great game. It'll evolve. It'll get better. And I kind of defended it because, you know, I'm typically kind of the glass half full kind of guy. But as time goes on, the more and more I get a little bit more irritated with it, that the game has not evolved in 2 years to the point where somebody's going to come in and say, wow, there's no wow factor. There is no wow factor between the two. And don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I farm in the real world. I do it every day. And farming is a very repetitive business. It is. But this is a video game, crying out loud. Yes, a simulator game, but still a video game. There's no wow factor. There's no surprise. There's no anticipation for what's to come next. There's no, you know, it's basically the same stuff. So basically my point is this. Here I am planting corn, which I've done, you know, for the last 2 years. Or, well, not for me, the last year. You know, planting corn. You know, really, what has changed to keep a person saying, hey, I love this game. I want to keep playing it and keep playing it. And it's getting more and more, as I said, the GPS there. I changed colors to my shirt. And gender, actually. You know, there's no... I think the game could be more evolved than it is, and I think just this adding a few green tractors and 2 crops, that it's not doing it for me. And I hate to be the Debbie Downer here, but the more and more you play, the more and more you realize that, yeah, there's some problems, and I think just sitting with the status quo is not going to work anymore. And I understand why people are frustrated, and you know, these are the hardcore farming simulator players who are saying this too. So, and I think that, and I'll put it this way. I'll give you this example, which I think is a good example. Recently, there has been 2 games that have come out post FS FS19. Subnautica for one on the console. And I know a lot of people... Whoops, turn the planter on there, buddy. And I know a lot of people are playing that, and a lot of people... I don't own the game. I have yet to play it. But a lot of people say, man, it grabs you. It grabs you and it brings you in, and it's hard to get away from. And the other one is Red Dead, which I have played, and which I think is... I mean, I said this in the last video, or 2 videos ago. If you could combine the two, man, there's the wow factor, you know? You play Red Dead, you think, I just can't wait to get on in the morning and play, because you don't know what's going to happen next. I get on here, I know what's going to happen for the next 2 years of my life playing this game. I'm going to be doing the same thing that I'm doing now, which farming is, but there's got to be some more involvement in it. There's got to be some, you know, I was just thinking of some examples, you know. A hailstorm comes through and destroys your crop sporadically, randomly. And then you have to go down to the crop insurance guy, and you gotta get an adjustment, and the pickup comes out, and, you know, some things to keep you saying, hey, I want to play that game. Because right now, I'm finding it more and more difficult, and maybe some of you feel the same way, to be intrigued by it. And like I said, I'm not trying to be a downer here, but I think it's just a fact of life. And the other problem is, well, it's not really a problem, but you know, on console, which I love to play on console, it's my #1 way to play. There's 2 maps, well, 3: Estancia, Ravenport, and Felsbrunn. Those maps are so overplayed. Everybody's done everything on it. You can't really do much more. So then it gets to be kind of a, oh, well, okay, let's go play Ravenport, you know. Way overdone. And now with some new maps coming down the pike, it's going to be the same thing. As soon as that one, the Oxygen Haven map hits, it's going to be overplayed in 10 minutes. I mean, everybody and their sister's ex-boyfriend's husband is going to play that game, that map, and it'll be all over the place. So it's kind of a, I don't know. Like I said, I hate to be the downer here, but it's getting to be irritating, and it's getting to be really, really irritating, because you can see what other games can do to keep the person, the anticipation factor high, and Farming Simulator has failed, I think, to do that. Like I said, I don't think you can add a couple green tractors and put in some oats and cotton and say, hey, here you go, have at it, you know, awesome game. It's changed. Because to me, basically, there has been not a big enough jump between FS17 and FS19 to keep the interest factor going. But and I really do hope that FS21 makes some giant leaps. Because I think if they just add another crop and maybe put in Kloss, for example, that's going to drive some people away, because then they're going to say, well, what, you know, every 2 years I buy this game and you add maybe a tractor and a crop, and basically there's no difference between wheat and oats in this stupid game, for crying out loud. I mean, you get the combine now, it's like combining the same thing. It's just that whatever goes into your hopper and your tipper trailer is a different crop. I mean, otherwise there's no difference between the two. Just say, hey, I got wheat here, I got oats there. So I really do hope that that they make some changes, because I understand now. I feel for the people that are frustrated. It's getting me too. It really is getting me too. Like I said, you come down here. I come down my little room down here, and I've got FS19 on the PC on the one side. I got FS19 on the console on the other side, and I've got Red Dead there. And I look at the 3 screens, and I say to myself, what do I want to play? And FS19 really is not much of a an option, because you say to yourself, well, I could go plant some corn, or I could ride my horse and see what the story evolves next, and you know. And I understand they're 2 totally separate games. I mean, you can't compare the two. It's like comparing apples and oranges. But the point I'm trying to make is, with some other games like Subnautica and even the Railway game and Red Dead, there's an evolvement to it, you know. It's all constantly evolving, and there's surprises. And here, there's, you know, there's no surprises. So I think until we get some mods and some maps and options for us, it's going to kind of be a little doldrummy here. But is that a word, doldrummy? I don't know. But nonetheless, we are going to forge on because I still love the game. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love the game. It is a wonderful game. I love it. I enjoy being out here on the farm and playing. Most certainly. I can't get enough of it. But it's just getting to be harder and harder and harder to keep my attention, so to speak. So I hope. I'm a positive guy. I hope that Giants takes this backlash seriously. You know, really takes into account what people are saying. The people that play this game and that are really involved in it and have you know, input and insight and suggestions, and take it to heart and make some leaps and bound changes for FS21, because I think it's needed. I think they, you know, we've seen with other games, the technology is there, you can do it. And it's frustrating because they say in FS19, oh, hey, we're going to get a deer, you know. I haven't seen a frickin' deer. But then you go on another game and I've seen 30, 40 different kinds of animals running around all over the place. So don't tell me that you can't put a deer into a video game, for crying out loud. And I think that's the irritating part, is that rain in the buildings. For crying out loud, I've been other places, other games. It hasn't rained in the buildings, so Giants needs to figure it out. And I think they need to figure it out fast. Anyways, enough for a New Year's rant. I sincerely apologize, but I had to get that. Basically, why I said this is I would appreciate your opinion and what you think. What are your thoughts? A little discussion board going about that kind of stuff. But anyways, on to the farming. Nat apparently ran off. Come on, Nat. You're not done yet. Just can't leave the tractor here sitting like this. But let's hop into here. I'll finish up this border here. And as I'm doing that, I gotta tell you, I was sitting down here in the tractor waiting for Nat to kind of get ahead, and I dozed off in the tractor over there by the trees, by the lake. And did I ever have a terrible, terrible nightmare. It's one of those, you know, have you ever had, like, you fell asleep during the day and you have these, you know, these daydreams, and then they're vivid, and you can remember exactly what took place, and it's like it really happened, and it's kind of scared the crap out of you. Well, that's what happened with this this nightmare. Man, I tell you, I was sitting there in the tractor, I dozed off, and I woke up with sweat. I was sweating, and I got scared. I was getting eaten alive nonetheless, by an alligator, of all things. So yeah, so that kind of scared the crap out of me. But anyways, what we got going on here is I got to get this corn finished. Get this field planted with corn. And then we need to get the lime spreader tractor. The, what do we have? Oh no, we don't have anything hooked up to that. I've been using this tractor. But anyways, we can take this planter and we can bring this back to the farm, get it cleaned up and get it put away, and then get hooked up to the lime spreader, and we can go spread lime over on the sugar beet field, field 20. We can do that, and maybe, no, that's what I was going to do, is maybe get Nat to start doing that, and then I am going to put down some fertilizer too on that field, because we're going to plant that with, we're going to do a small grain on that field, so I can't apply, oh no, I can apply fertilizer too. What am I thinking? So maybe I don't need to do that. Get with the program here, Farmerman. Come on, man. So we'll get that done, and I'll see you over on that field. And then we were going to go get some baling done, get that field baled up, and we can do that too. So lots to do, lots going on. But anyways, with all that said, it's a fun and outstanding New Year's Eve for some of you. Hey, Happy New Year to some of you, my good friends in Australia, Mr. and Mrs. Aussie, Nat, and Nickers and the Hobbit. Happy New Year. Hope it is wonderful. It must be nice to live in the future and experience all that good stuff. But anyways, it'll come to us here later on this evening. Like I said, have a good one. Go out, enjoy it, have fun, but be safe, and get home safe, because there's gonna be a lot of crazies out there. There's definitely gonna be a lot of crazies out there, and don't get caught up in that tomfoolery. But anyways, we'll finish this field up. We'll get on to the next project. Rant over. Time to focus on farming. I apologize for that, but hey, sometimes you just need to digress. Anyways, we'll see you in a jiffy. Got the corn, the weed, the corn and the weed field all planted up. Man, that is just irritating the crap out of me. Yeah, it is just. Oops, I forgot my menu back up here again. Yeah, what time is it? 3:32, and we started not that long ago, and we have got corn, weeds, and just freshly planted. That is just irritating me. So basically what that means is we'll have be busy here after a little while. But we got that all planted. Kind of hard to see with that front tank sitting up in the air. Does it go down and guys? Oh, there we go. That's a little better. Get this back to the farm. I think I own a pressure washer. I think I do. Get this cleaned up and get this seeder put away, this planter. We're not going to need it until the next planting cycle, which kind of brings me to another thing. And I've heard this a lot. I'm not going to go on a rant again, but I just wanted to say a few things. Seasons. I mean, of course, when seasons does get put into the game here, when that does come out, that's going to change things a lot, because I think it's becoming repetitive over and over again. You plant, you harvest, you plant, you harvest, you plant, you harvest, take care of a few animals, and it keeps going, and it keeps going. And some say, well, hey, when maps come out, mods come out, it'll be different. Well, yeah, but not really, because it's the same process, it's the same thing. And like I said, it's the way it is in the real world. But there could be the addition of certain elements into farming. Farming is not just as simple as going out and planting and then harvesting. It is so much more involved in that, and I think it'd be nice if a lot of those elements could be incorporated into it. And I don't know how those feel, but I could also be on board with some kind of a story aspect to it as well. But that's just me. Enough of that. Let's see. Like I said, I think I own a pressure washer. We'll have to find out. Get this tractor and this planter cleaned up and put away, and then we have to come back up here to the chicken farm. The whoa, slow down. The lime spreader is up there. I am going to get that hooked up and get that moved over to the new field, and then get Nat started on that, and then I can get hooked up to the baler, and we can go do some baling real quick. Now let's see. Do I own a pressure washer? Something tells me I don't. I thought I did, but I don't think I do. And if I did buy one, where would I put said pressure washer? It's kind of the thing. Like I said, I don't think I own one. Hey, Bacon! Oh, Bacon, good to see you. You hungry, Bacon? There you go, Bacon. Have some dog chow, some Prina dog chow, or whatever we get. Imes, Eukanuba. I always buy Eukanuba. I don't know. I think dog food is kind of like one of those things where it's a personal preference. And for my labs, we always bought Eukanuba. Anyways, pressure washer. We don't have one, so we have to buy one. Let's buy a pressure washer. And the question is, whoa, we're not going to put it in the middle of a field, for crying out loud. That wouldn't be good. Let's go back to the farm here, and we'll put it at the farm. Good idea. Little drone flying, pressure washer drone flying. Whoops, went right by the farm. There we go. Let's see. Where would be a good spot? I could do next to the garage here. I could do next to this garage by the fuel stations. This little area down here, I want to maybe use this for something down the road. I really don't want to put it down there. Maybe right here on the corner. Will that work there? Yeah, but that's kind of in the driveway then. Maybe I just put it here next to the shed. The best part about this is you can use that place anywhere mod and place it wherever you want. Nice and tight there. There we go. That'll work for a pressure washer. 4,500 bucks for this little Karcher. That's highway robbery. I would never spend 4,500 bucks on this little thingy. On the farm, we have it's called an Aladdin, which runs on you know, diesel fuel, kerosene, whatever you want to put in there. Usually, we put in off-road diesel fuel, of course, in there, and that, you know, not 4,500 bucks, and it's certainly a lot more powerful than this thing because it's got a heating element on it, of course, where it burns the diesel fuel, kerosene, like I said, whatever you want to put in there for hot water. It's kind of nice. But they're not 4,500 bucks for crying out loud. That's highway robbery. Oh, look at that nice clean Ford tractor. Ah, nice and shiny. There we go. All cleaned up. Now the question is, where should we start putting these two-seaters? We have the John Deere and we have this one. This is kind of the tractor barn. I got a trailer in there. That's kind of the tractor barn. Over there we've got the grass equipment. We have... you know what? It should probably go across the highway up there next to the combine and those nice sheds up there. Let's go find a spot for it up there. Beautiful day here again, though. Absolutely beautiful day in the Gimsbach area. Whoa, stay easy, Ford tractor. Oh, I gotta fix that there. That's a little bit of a bump. A little bit of a bump. Oh, I did. I didn't even show it to you. I made a little road going in and off the highway into that field that we were just at, but I forgot to show that to you. Let's see. Over there, I'm assuming there's going to be some animal equipment. I think the combine is in this one, right? Yep, there's the combine. So we'll open up this shed here. Look at that. 2 doors coming in here. We'll be able to get them in here nicely. Oops, whoops, oops, I ran into the tractor. That's not good. That's not good. Let's see. We'll back the Lemkin in, and then we turn around and we'll put the front tank in front of it. That'll work out pretty good. Oops, nope. There we go. I should be able to, hopefully I can fit the John Deere planter in between the doors are wide enough. I hope it is. It should be. It should be. Because then I can kind of stick that one in here too. Maybe even put it right in front of it or alongside the back wall there. We'll have to do some high-tech organization skills when it comes time to put stuff away all the time. But there's that. Okay, let's get over across the road up to the chicken farm, and let's go get the lime spreader. And well, crap. Now I didn't think about that. If I hook the lime spreader up to this tractor, you know what? Matter of fact, we should probably get across the road, and let's get the case tractor hooked up to the lime spreader, and then we can use that to spread lime, and then we can use this one with the loader and go do some, well, I wouldn't need the loader with the bales, but we're just going to make bales, and I got the trailer already way over there. And then I think I can haul those bales back up here and put them somewhere next to the cow barn up there. So if we get some cows down the road, we'll have straw bales already for that. So let's just park it here real quick. Turn that off. We'll hop into the case. And let's see, I'll tell you what. My grass field here. Let's just park this thing. We'll unhook it right here. That'll be ready to go. Then up here to the chicken farm, we'll get the lime spreader, and we'll get Nat going on that. It should be full, ready to go. I think when I park it, it should be full and ready to go. And get that spread with lime. Like I say, I don't need to spread fertilizer because I can do that with the planting. And then chickens. Hey, chickens. Oh, watch over the fence. Look at that, all full and ready to go. Except it would help if I could actually back up and hook up with the darn thing. Come on there. There we go. Close that up. We'll get Nat going on this and go over and do some baling real quick and get that done and get them hauled over. And then we can get some more planting done. And we are going to put, I'm going to put in oats. I'm going to put in oats, even though there's really no freaking difference, in this field here. And then the other one, 3, that's going to be soybeans, I think, that we decided that we were going to put soybeans in there. So that'll be good. That'll be good. But like I said, might as well just do all the lime spreading, get all the fields done right away, and then we're good to go for that department. But let's get spread here. I'll get Nat going, and I'll see you over at field 3 here in a little bit. baler brought back to the farm. That project is done. Boy, it feels good to get that done. I'll be honest with you, I've been kind of putting that off, in all fairness. Baling is just not my favorite thing to do, especially round bales. Especially round bales on a hill are not my favorite thing to do in the world. But it's okay, that's done. So I'm gonna get the Ford tractor here back to the field. We have the loading stacker trailer thingamajobby already there, so we'll get hooked up to that and we'll get those bales loaded up. I didn't count how many bales we made, but I think it's going to be more than one load. I think. think there's more than 12. At first, I was kind of paying attention to where I dropped the bale, but then I thought, it can roll down to the bottom of the hill. Hopefully, it won't roll across the highway. I don't think I had any bales roll across the highway. I had the one bale go into the woods. I know that. But if we start here with the stacker trailer on top of the hill, get all the bales and then go down the hill, we won't have to be going up and down the hill because this Ford tractor, to be honest with you, struggles coming up the hill. That it does. Black smoke is blowing out of the thing. I gotta get that looked at. It's terrible. So we'll get this hooked up here. And then I think I'll send Nat right over here, and she can start spreading lime on this field, and then she can get busy plowing up both of them, which will work out pretty good. Oh yeah, I got way more than 12. What in the world was I thinking? Oh, watch over the tree. So there's 1, 2. I got that one in the tree. So we can get these two, and then we come down the hill. And that'll work out pretty good. Get the one in the trees. Like I said, we don't have any cows. We don't have any pigs. We don't have any use for straw now at the moment. But you never know. Here in the near future, we might be able to get some. So I think I'm going to save these and just stack them up there. Can I get this one in the trees here? Stack them up there next to the cow barn somewhere. And it'll be good. There we go. Back up here out of the trees. Man, I'm stuck in the trees. There we go. The rest of them should be down here. I don't see any across the road, so I think we're good in that department. What was that, 6? Okay. That's not bad. More bales than I was expecting, for crying out loud. Turned out pretty good. I got to admit, turned out pretty darn good. There's 8. 9. We'll get these 3 here. 10, 11, 12. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 left. Nice. That's not bad. That is not bad. 20 bales. I can live with that. That's a good round number. There you go, bale. Okay. So that takes care of that, bales. How do we get out of here now? Over the fence. Got that done. We'll go get these stacked up. And like I said, get Nat spreading lime over here. And then she can be busy multi-plowing these 2 fields together. And then I can get them planted. It's not going to take me that long. They're not huge fields. Sugar beet field 20 is a little bit bigger than 3 here. But it's okay. The other thing we got to do, after we get all this planting and get some more grass work done, get some mowing done again, and sell some silage bales for some income. That'll help. Or if we're gonna, well, no, if we're gonna chaff the corn into the BGA, I don't need to do grass and silage because we'll have that corn chaff there. But that'll work out pretty good. That will work out pretty good. Anyways, I think I'm gonna get these bales dropped off. I think Nat will continue on with the lime spreading and then the plowing. And next time we come back, I'll get these 2 fields planted. And then we have to decide on a sprayer. I suppose we're going to need a sprayer because we'll have to spray the stupid weeds that came up just hours after planting. We'll have to get them... Oh, hey, Nat. We'll have to get them, those fields sprayed. And I think that we have to... Whoa, careful, quick. We'll have to get a application of fertilizer as well. Make sure that we get the highest yield possible. We want high yields, man. High yields equal big bucks. And big bucks equal new fields. Big bucks equals new equipment. All kinds of good stuff. So let's, whoops, sorry about that. So let's find a little spot here. You know, right alongside the shed might not be a bad idea. Right back here. We could do that. We don't have anywhere to store them on the inside at the moment. But then it's, you know, a lack of season becomes kind of irrelevant. I stack them up against the building or just along the back? I think I'm just going to stack them along the back here. This would be a good little area, I think, right here for bales. Down the road. Maybe I could find some kind of an enclosure to put in here, and then they would be all nice and undercover, so to speak. I don't think I can't think of anything off the top of my head except the in-game one that works for a good. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's take a look and see how much they are off the thing here. Let's see. Sheds. What we have. Yeah, this is the one I was using. That's 22,000. That's pretty spendy. There was a couple other ones here, but these aren't high enough though, because we do have that one. And the stacker trailer I can't get underneath here. Like I said, I don't think there's one that is high enough. These are really cool. Hey, look at that one. I love these ones. Quonset would be cool, but I wish you could get the Quonset without the workshop. I'll have to look into that. Hey, there we go. What's this thing? Decorative object. Okay. Hey, here we go. Look at that. I wonder. No, I see. I don't think it's still high enough to get the 8 stacker in there. Yeah, we'll have to. Yeah, $15,000. Holy buckets! Look at that thing. Whoa, that's a big one. That is a big shed. That's going to be a little bit too big to go here, I think. Even though it does kind of fit. It'd be off the cliff there a little bit, but $15,000 for that puppy. And like I said, I don't think that no, it's not going to be tall enough. So I'll have to think about that. Like I said, I can move some bales around too if I have to. But like I said, for the at the moment here, without having seasons in here, it's not going to make any difference. They can sit outside, which a lot of people. Whoa! Oh, crap! I forgot. Oh, stop! Abort! Abort! Well, too late now. I forgot about the thing coming down. I didn't leave much room for myself, did I? Now, usually when I use this thing, I did this with the silage bales, is I tipped it, the whole thing over after I got them. Whoa. Whoa. There we go. Yeah, that'll work. Now the question is, how the heck do I get the top bale down though? I don't have any. My loader is not going to go that high, so I didn't quite think about that. I do like this 12 stacker trailer, but you kind of think about it that it does pose a problem getting the bales down. But they're there. They're good to go. I suppose. But that would kind of defeat the purpose. Why would you, if you have a 12 stacker trailer and you only want to put 6 on there, that wouldn't make any difference. That wouldn't make any sense at all. But anyways, let's get back. I'll get the other 8 bales. That'll be good to go. And next time we can get busy. Oh, Nat's got to touch up the headlands there, and then be busy here on the farm. But anyways, with that said, we'll leave it there. I sincerely hope and wish you a great, an awesome, stupendous New Year's Eve into New Year's Day. 2019 is here. I hope it is a wonderful year for you. Like I said, go out and have fun, be safe, and we will see you next time in 2019, believe it or not. Anyways, have a great day, and keep them between the ditches. So long.